What's going on, everyone? RobeTheMatoran here, back with another Bionicle Retro review. And if you're new to the channel, welcome to the Bionicle Retro review, or RobeTheMatoran. Today, we're taking a look at Takanuva, the Toa of Light. Now, before I start this video, if I sound a little nasally in this video, sound a little weird, I am coming from a cold. I'm not sick, but just recovering from it. So if I sound a little weird, I do apologize for that. But anyway, set number is 8596. Piece count 200. One more than Makuta. That's kind of funny. Retail price $30. So yeah, so he's actually the most expensive Titan set out of this line because you're getting basically a Toa and a vehicle. So you're getting a full Toa instead of a Matoran. You're getting a Toa in this set. So I guess they wanted to beef up the price a little bit because he's kind of a very important figure actually in this line in this year for alone. So makes sense. Brief lore: Takanuva, the Toa of Light, as I just said already, he was originally Takanuva. He was the true herald of the mask if you watch the Mask Light movie. So he was a true herald after, you know, he was kind of running away from his destiny for the longest time in that movie. And then by the end, when Jowler sacrificed himself, Takanuva finally realized that he needed to don the mask and become the Toa of Light. And for the Usanui, it was just a bunch of parts that they cobbled together from the rock sheet and just made this hoverboard thing. I don't know how they made that, but that's just what they did. And here we have the Usanui. So, with that out of the way, now let's actually get into the pros and cons. Starting with the pros. Pros, amazing, spectacular color scheme. I think he looks super amazing because he is a full white figure and he has the little bit of gold, but it is such a nice color scheme and recolors of the Takanuva armor. You get the new mold for the mask, the Kanohi Avoki, that is hard to say. Try saying that 3 times fast, but you get that, and not only that, if you get this full set, you know, back in the day, and if you just, you know, if someone's selling it, you will get the actual, get this glitter, gradient, kind of, glitter shiny, Avoki mask here, and it's really nice. I don't really know what it's for, other than, like, I don't know, it's just Takanuva possibly using his, Takanuva using his mask powers, or I don't know. I just don't really think nothing of it when I see the mask, but it's just a nice addition to add to the set. So you know, kind of why I can see why they made now the $30 price, because you know, a new mold and then added an extra mask in it, actually 2 extra masks, because real quick, I want to move Takanuva. You will actually get a old gray Lego color of a How, which is supposed to be Jowler's mask, because you know, at this point he was dead. Spoilers for a little 20-year-old movie, but yes, he was dead, and they put the face of Jowler on the Usanui, which is kind of crazy. I'm getting a little bit too into the lore, but that's just kind of crazy. They really ripped his face off and put it on the vehicle, which is kind of crazy. I know it's supposed to be a memento and be like, oh yeah, remember Jowler, but that's kind of weird. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, another pro would just be that, you know, he has the standard Takanuva function, or Toamata function, where he just has the gear at the top. I want to clear that up. As you can see, just twist that. He does the function. So that's what you get with that. And the standard articulation, you can move the feet around. He got the I don't know what I can't really say hips, just legs, I guess. No knees though. He has shoulder, I guess, articulation, so you can move the shoulder, and he actually does fix a problem that the Takanuva actually didn't fix, or at least with some of them, is, you know, yes, he has the gear function, but you can move this arm independently, so you don't have to worry about having the arm just flopping. You couldn't move it, so you can move them, you know, simultaneously and independently of each other. So that is very nice. And also, I just do it like that. His other function is that you can take his weapon off because he has these open pins in the back, and you can place it on the back. So if you just want him just without his weapon, just want to sheath his blade or whatever, you can, which is very nice, and I think that's really cool. I think he is the first to actually do that, because the rest of them you had to just have on their hands and that's it. And yeah, it wasn't until the Toametsu where you can really do that, and that was also the last time you could really do that. But anyway, also with the Usanui, let's look at that for a moment. The Usanui, you have this really nice build here, and yes, it is a gray and silver color scheme, but I think it's nice with Takanuva. It's a nice contrast color, so I'm not gonna complain about that. I think that's really nice, actually. So it's, it's just gray, but this will be the first of gray looking vehicles and stuff like that. But anyway, it's really nice. It's really quaint. It's quite quaint. That's really hard to say, actually. But functions, it has, you could pop these open, all of these actually, if you want, and put the Krana in them, because these are the backs of the Rakshi. So there's that, and they're recolors, at least the actual back pieces. They're recolored in silver, which I don't think you see these in other sets. I can't think right now, but I think this is the originator of these silver back pieces. So, if you have enough pieces, you could probably make a silver Rakshi. I mean, you get Rudaka and take... Anyway, so, yeah, mocks. I actually wanted mock, but that's not what I'm talking about today. Yeah, really good looking vehicle here. Really nice, and nice tubing right here. And got some bark call pieces. I think this is Rock Call. I can't think of the name, but this is his. And you got Pohatu's pincer things right here on the side. Got two of them actually, and yes, you have a second one right here for that, and that is for this amazing function where you can, yes, you have to rip the head of Takanuva off, if I can get it without it falling. You can take it off. You have to, decapitate him a little bit. So yeah, this is the function for putting the blade on his back, because he has these two open pins here. And you can stick them on the side, if I can get it just right. So it's a little hard because it's a little loose, actually, right here, because it's not a very solid connection. Actually, that's actually kind of bad. But his feet out, and the blam. There you go. Now you got him zooming off away, actually, and you could flip this back with this red piece at the top, and it will invert in, and there, now he's ready to fly and zoom off across. And as in the movie, he just slams it into the gate or whatever of Makuda's lair. So you can do that. So yeah, so you can do that, and then it's not impossible. I mean, not impossible, but it's not the hardest to take them off, obviously, because actually it's easier to take them off than it is to put them on, because you can just do that, and then gotta go through this process again. Yeah, I won't lie, taking his head off is kind of annoying, because it just likes to fall off a lot. So forgive me on that, but so yeah, you can do that, take them off, on and off, whatever, as you will, whatever you want to do with them, however you want to display them, and bam, you can have it back the way it was. So all around, really good function. It's hard to do it because my arms are kind of far from it, but obviously in person, it'll be a lot easier, but that's just me having hard times with it. But all right, that is for the pros. Now let's actually get into the cons. Cons is that Takanuva, I want to say Taku so bad. Takanuva actually is, well, not actually, he's just a standard Toanuva build. Aside from colors and his importance in the story, he's just a Toanuva, and just I'm about to say silver, gold and white. And yeah, if you want my full list of cons for the Takanuva, I will just have it on the top right corner, so you can just check that out if you wish. But yeah, so the problems I have with the Takanuva is with Takanuva as well, because no knees, no elbows, and no head articulation. So yeah, that is that for Takanuva. But the Usanui is, well, it's very gappy. It's very, very, very gappy. Like, I can stick my whole finger on both these parts right here, and inside, if you really look, it's extremely gappy. You can see directly through it. It's a very thin looking thing. I mean, I know they just kind of just grab this and just put it together real quick, and it was nothing really to it, but it's still gappy. So story, it makes sense, but for Lego, it's like, no. So I'm looking at it for the actual set, not because of the story. So anyway, so that is definitely a con. And these open ball joints right here, they're just 3 of them just sticking out with nothing on them. But I don't know what you would put on it, but it's just sticking out. It's like, what do you do with them? It's kind of annoying. And these really ugly blue pins that you can see all throughout the thing. You can see all these blue pins and this obligatory, just obnoxious red lever to indicate that, hey, flip this, and it does things. I mean, I get what it does and get what they're doing, but still, they really think kids are just, dumb. Lego thinks kids are dumb. So, and not to mention this open axle that's just sticking out. They're just jetting out of the thing. It's just nothing to it. They couldn't put anything to fix that. They just have that right there. And I know that's like kind of nitpicky, but it's still annoying. And oh yeah, not even that. There's open axle right here and on the same side. So just these open little axle pieces. So that's kind of annoying. And these tubes will fall out very easily. So that's also annoying. So that is indeed annoying. Also, these tubes right here will start bending. Depends on how you have it displayed in your shelf or whatever you have it displayed in. These will bend. So mine's look lopsided. It's going towards the right. And well, I guess the left, depends on how you look at it. I mean, if you look at it like this, then it's going to the left. But if you look at this, it's going to the right. It's leaning, what I'm trying to say. So it's kind of annoying, and I do not feel like going on Bricklink to buy more tubes just for this. I will just leave it as is because I just generally don't care enough to really do that. So yeah, that's it for that actually. So that is actually it for the cons. Like, there's some cons, but they're not too bad. Personally, I think the pros outweigh the cons in my opinion for this set. So all in all, really great set. I really do like it, and I think I already mentioned this, but to say it again, this is the first of the vehicle and character, like the character and vehicle / beast sets. Like, you get a character and then you get a vehicle or a beast, and you will see many of them throughout the years of Bionicle, which I really, really do like. And I do like these sets. I love these sets. I think these are like one of the coolest sets in my opinion in Bionicle. But I digress. The score I'll give it is a 9.5. Like, this is top tier. This is like, if you do not have this in your collection, please get it. I cannot recommend this set enough. I love this set to death. Me and my sister love this set. We always wanted it as a kid, but never got it. But today, I had this set actually for a couple years now at this point. But still, every time I look at it, I'm like, I'm so glad I bought that. It is a really good set. I mean, I would really would get this set. Of course, I would recommend it getting used because getting it brand new is kind of expensive. So used is like $90 to $100 or so. You just look around a little bit. You can find probably a good deal on eBay or something, or maybe Bricklink, but I usually look at eBay. But brand new, yeah, brand new, you're paying $500 for brand new. That is insane. That is crazy. That is not cheap by any means. That is really $500 for just this. And I love this set, but I will not pay $500 for it. That's just something I'm just not gonna do. That's just crazy right there. But that's just what it is. Okay, so those have been my thoughts. Tell me down below, down in the comments. I read every single one of them. I love to read the comments, so please feel free to comment wherever you like, whatever you think about it. And join me next time when I'm actually gonna put a poll on Twitter and probably here on YouTube, but Twitter, link in the description if you want to follow me there. But I'll have a poll on YouTube and Twitter that should I do the review for the Takanuva. I obviously have both sets, but I do not have the mask. I do not have the movie edition Krakan. I mean, I might be able to get it before the next time I review it, but don't hold me to that. I'm just asking, do you want me to do the review regardless, or I should just go ahead and just do the 2003 overview? I'll have a poll down somewhere on Twitter and on YouTube. So I really appreciate the feedback on that, because I don't know which one to do, but I know there's a video coming next week. But yeah, I have been RobeTheMatoran, and I will catch you all on the flip side.
Tower of Light on the final journey to meet his destiny and save the inhabitants of Matanui. It's time to face Makuta, Master of Shadows. Bionicle, each set sold separately.